now official. The Philadelphia Eagles are your 2018 Super Bowl champions. What is going on, y'all? FaizSportsTalk back at it with another video talking some NFL. Of course, here to talk about that Super Bowl that we just witnessed. And folks, let's just stop for a second here and just take time to absolutely just be thankful for that game that we just watched, because it was one of the best games I've ever seen. Not just in Super Bowl history, but just ever. And you really don't get to appreciate a lot of things in life, but I'm going to step back and appreciate this game, win or lose for whoever. I didn't really have a dog in this fight because I'm a Bears fan, but at the end of the day, everybody wants a competitive game, and boy, was that competitive from start to freaking finish, okay? And shout out, of course, to the Philadelphia Eagles for winning this game, but also to the New England Patriots for putting up a hell of a fight. And like I said, at the end of the day, just sitting back and watching this as a football fan, this was football heaven, because like I said, you couldn't take your eyes off the TV. That's how good this game was. But with that being said, there's always a winner, there's always a loser, and there is always analysis to be done. So we will talk about how the Eagles won this game, what went wrong for the New England Patriots, and what this means for, of course, both teams moving forward. So let's get right in. We will, of course, start with the winning team, the Philadelphia Eagles, who, of course, won this game 41-33. Very high-scoring game. Actually was the most yards in a game total for both sides, I believe, not just in Super Bowl history, but in NFL history, which is crazy. Just shows you how exciting this game was. There was a lot of production to be freaking had in this game, and you saw that if you take a look at the stat sheet. But with that being said, let's start with the man of the hour and the Super Bowl MVP. And man, this dude is never going to have to buy a thing in Philadelphia, because he got them their first ever championship. And I'm talking about none other than Nick Foles, of course, who had a historic performance. Just was absolutely incredible. 28 for 43 for 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Folks, let's just stop again for a second. I'm telling you, let's forget the numbers. If you just watched Nick Foles in this game, you could just tell this man was calm, collected, cool, in the pocket, never got phased even one time, just made play after play after play, and you never felt like Nick Foles was panicking no matter what happened. Nick Foles, the poise he showed in this game, boy, was that admirable. I am telling you, folks, you could never see Nick Foles feel like he's under any sort of pressure. Just absolutely was straight face the entire time and played just like that the entire time. Even the interception, it kind of just like you just gloss over, because like I said, the entirety of the game and his play in the entire game just kind of left you speechless because of how solid he was. He was just solid and steady, and he made throw after throw, play after play, was just absolutely on the money every single time they needed. Now, of course, let's talk about the guys that helped him out here. Alshon Jeffrey got him started with a big touchdown grab, and it looked like Alshon Jeffrey was on his way to a big game, but of course the Patriots did what they do best, which is try and take away the other team's best player, and they ended up kind of throwing more coverage towards Alshon. But then you, of course, had the other guys on the Eagles have production as well. Corey Clement actually led this team in receiving yards. He had 4 catches for 100 yards and a touchdown. That touchdown that where basically it looked like his second foot kind of touched the line. It was kind of controversial, but the fact was that they called that play touchdown. And so if you do not have conclusive evidence, you can't overturn it. Had they called it no touchdown, then you kind of had an argument there. But like I said, that is what the call was, so I can't be too mad at them for not turning it over. And so he led the Eagles in this game with 100 yards. And Corey Clement, guys, this guy is good in space, folks. I'm telling you, if you watched him in the regular season, every time he touched the ball, something good happened for the Eagles. I have been begging them for the Eagles to give Corey Clement more snaps. Now, I know Ajayi and Blunt are good in their own respective selves, but like I said, it just felt like every time Corey Clement touched the ball, something good happened. And of course, he made some big plays in this game. Nelson Aguilar, 9 catches for 84 yards. He made some key chain-moving plays in this game. Made some great moves when they needed to. I'm talking about big catches. Even if they weren't for a lot of yards, there were big catches because they were at big moments, okay? And then finally, Zach Ertz, 7 catches for 67 yards, and none other than the biggest catch and the biggest touchdown of the game, which was the game-winning touchdown for the Eagles. So he was absolutely huge in this game. And then, of course, I don't want to forget LeGarrette Blount, 14 rushes for 90 yards, and J.J. threw in 9 rushes for 57 yards. But again, so solid production all around. Like I said, there was not a single guy in this game you could single out because you got production from everywhere, from both running backs, from 3 receivers, from your tight end. So even Torrey Smith caught a few balls in this game. So Nick Foles spread it around. There was not a single guy on this team, like I said, you could hold into. It started out to be Jeffrey, but later on, he got the whole offense involved. But the key here for the Eagles was, and this was by far the reason they won this game, third down efficiency, folks. Every single time they needed to complete a conversion on third down, an important third down, it looked like they got it. I believe here there were 10 for 16 on third down. Yes, and that was the key here because, like I said, anytime you needed a big third down and even a fourth down, there were 2 for 2 on fourth downs, they got it, folks. And like I said, those chain moving plays from Zach Ertz, who caught a lot of those, from Nelson Aguilar, who caught a few of those are the plays that won them this game. As much as we like to say, of course, the touchdowns did, those plays that kept them into it, because that kept putting New England's defense back on the field just when they thought they were done playing defense, and that is the difference in this game. If they don't convert on those third downs, Patriots win this game easily, okay? And I was just astonished at how many third downs they were able to convert in this game. So absolutely huge for this Eagles team. They just played with their hearts, folks. It was all guts in this game. And like I said, they just deserve to win this game because, like I said, they absolutely, every player contributed and absolutely balled out. Can't forget the defensive side here with Brandon Graham and that huge strip sack of Tom Brady. That was obviously the biggest defensive play of the game. But like I said, they made the plays when they needed to be made. That's the end of the game. That's basically the game right there for the Eagles and how they won this game. Before I do get to the Patriots, though, I do want to point out Doug Peterson. I also want to give him huge credit. Man, did he have balls in this game, because he made some big decisions that ended up paying off, and none other was bigger than that play with Nick Foles and Trey Burton when he threw in the touchdown to Nick Foles. I believe it was 15-12, end of the second quarter, going to halftime, and I was watching. When I was watching, I was like, okay, should they take the field goal? But you know what? Doug Peterson said, no, we need to score here. And boy, was that huge, because like I said, they needed to get some momentum going into halftime. Patriots were going to get the ball, and they did that. And that play call that Doug Peterson had, boy, was that a good play call. Like I said, Tom Brady, of course, had a similar play call where he was supposed to catch the ball, and he did not. Nick Foles did catch the ball. I'm just saying, Nick Foles is obviously a better receiver than Tom Brady. We can say that for sure. But like I said, Doug Peterson, huge props to him because of that play call and because of just his play calling the entire game. Like I said, he was able to find and make the right plays on third down, fourth down, whatever needed to be. So with that being said, let's move on now to the New England Patriots, and we will, of course, start with Terrific Tom Terrific, Tom Brady, Thomas Edward Brady, whatever the hell you want to call him, okay? Statistically great in this game, 28 for 48, 505. I didn't know he threw for 500 yards in this game, folks. It did not feel like that to me at all. Then I went back and looked at the stat sheet. I'm like, damn, 505 for Tom Brady. Wow. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. So, of course, phenomenal performance for Tom Brady, right? And here's the thing with Brady in this game. The numbers speak for themselves, okay? The numbers were phenomenal for Tom Brady, but you could point out a couple of throws where you would want those throws back, okay? A couple of throws Brady didn't make, especially at the very end when the Patriots needed to basically score. The game was over on that last drive. He had a couple throws that just, that got lost on him, that kind of wobbled. One where he ran out and threw it on the left side. It hit the ground. He had another throw where he threw it way too low for James White, and that could have been a potential touchdown. So there were definitely some throws in this game Tom Brady had that you would want back. But, of course, you can't complain with this production from Tom Brady. And then when you look at the fact that they lost Brandon Cooks, which was huge, and, of course, no Julian Edelman since the beginning of the year. But I don't want to use that excuse because he hasn't been there the entire year. But Brandon Cooks was a big loss. But Gronk did end up coming through for you. First of all, I don't know why they didn't utilize Gronk really till the second quarter, okay? Because once Brady started force-feeding Gronk, it was over. Nobody could guard that man, okay? And he ended up with 9 catches for 116 yards and 2 touchdowns. Amendola and Chris Hogan, man, I don't know what to say with these guys. They are absolutely unreal. They just find a way to get open. Amendola, man, every single time this man gets open, he gets wide the frick open, okay? No, like nobody within 20 feet of him, okay? And again, 8 catches for 152 yards. It's crazy. Chris Hogan, nice game as well. 6 catches for 128 yards and a touchdown. Not too much production from the running backs. I mean, Dion Lewis was really, I don't know if he was in the doghouse or whatnot, but 9 rushes, 39 yards. He was out-snapped and utilized way less than James White, who had 7 rushes for 45 yards and a touchdown. So I don't know what Dion Lewis did or why he was phased out of this game, but he was, okay? And, of course, on the defensive end, you know, Malcolm Butler did not get to play in this game. He was benched as well. So a lot of weird things happened for the Patriots with that. But like I said, for the Patriots in this game, they pretty much did the most that they could. Now, obviously, defensively, they did let up a lot with the plays that the Philadelphia Eagles were able to make. So you can't really blame them for that. But I thought Tom Brady definitely had some throws in this game he would like to have back. And that was pretty much the game for the Patriots. So really for the Eagles, there was those key plays that they made on 4th down. And for the Patriots not being able to stop them. And of course, folks, that strip sack fumble by Tom Brady, I mean, that was huge. Okay, that was basically the game right there that gave Philly the ball back. They were able to churn out the clock, basically. When the Patriots had the ball back with about 2 minutes left in this game, I thought the Patriots could drive down and basically score because obviously it was not Zach Ertz had just scored the touchdown, but they did not convert on the 2-point conversion, and so the Patriots could have potentially taken the lead. But again, Tom Brady made the mistake of getting stripped, fumbled, and sacked. And like I said, the Patriots O-line was not as good as the Eagles O-line in this game. And the Eagles front four, which has been a strength for them all year long, was able to showcase why it was a strength for them all year long. So that was basically all she wrote for Tom Brady. But like I said, with these numbers, you have to hang your head up high. He's not the reason they lost this game, but certainly he could have definitely done some things. Real quick, I do want to talk about that Zach Ertz touchdown. Seems to be a lot of controversy on that play. Now, I explained the touchdown by Corey Clement to you guys and why I thought that was a touchdown, because they called it a touchdown initially, and I didn't think there was conclusive evidence to overturn it. Now let's talk about the Zach Ertz play. Again, it's the catch rule, right? But to me, this was a controversy that should have never been a controversy. Folks, the second Zach Ertz caught the ball, he became a runner, okay? Took 2 steps, became a runner. So there's that. And then as soon as he crossed the plane, forget him losing the ball. He could have lost the ball, 10 seconds, 20 seconds later, or right away. But the second he crossed the plane, that was a touchdown. That's the rules, folks. So I don't know why Twitter was blowing up and making a big excuse about this, about how, this shouldn't have been a touchdown. There was no fumble on the part of Zach Ertz in terms of prior to breaking the plane. We're talking about everything with him losing the football happened after breaking the plane. And like I said, he became a runner. That is why breaking the plane is all he needed to do. But that's all I have to say on that play. So let me know what you guys think. Like I said in this game, I thought the Eagles just played with more guts, and I thought they were able to make the bigger plays. So there you have it. Those are my thoughts on this game. Let me know what you guys think about this game, about all those controversial calls that happened, about the Eagles in general, about them winning their first ever Super Bowl. So great thing we see in sports, folks. Like I said, win or lose, it was an exciting game. Where does it rank for you? Let's talk football. Follow me on my social media down below. And, man, I do want to talk about this controversy that we might have in Philly, man. Nick Foles goes from backup to starter. That's freaking crazy to me. And not just starter, the Super Bowl MVP, but they still have Carson Wentz, who looked like he was the NFL MVP. And it's just going to be crazy in Philly. What do they do with Nick Foles? But I will get to that topic in another video. But with that being said, let me know what you guys think. Like I said, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, thank you for watching.